Okay. I think our manager has issues with the network or something. Okay, I think it's back online now. So please, parents, I want to believe that we are all here.
Okay, sorry for the little breaking um in transmission. Okay, now I want to bring something to our notice this night as I'll be explaining some things really that is really important and paramount to us. It's, and I believe that our parents are here tonight to also join us. Um, First thing first, I will say some little things about the company. Now, this Oga Max Technology, and one of our major goals as a company is to prepare the children for the future of work. Now, you might be asking the question, what's the future of work? You might have that question in your mind, that what is the future of work? Now, um, one of the things that will make you technology. Now, how they can learn these skills, expose themselves to these skills at an early age so that they'll be able to secure a future for themselves. In as much as I know that you are really spending a lot of money on your children's academics and school fees, now you know that there was a time I was making research about how much some private universities pay for medicine and surgery. For example, like I think Babcock now, medicine and surgery is around 5 point something million or 6 million naira per year. Now you're studying it for 7 years, 6 times 7. That's 420 million naira. Apart from maybe you would feed, let's say it will cost your, maybe in a private university now, it costs your child around 50 to 60 million to study medicine and surgery. And at the end of the day, when they graduate from school, if you don't have the money to fly them abroad, maybe to do their master so that they can get a very good job, they will end up in state of federal university or state of federal hospital or private hospital where they earn less than 500,000 naira in a month. Now imagine how many years will it take them to be able to repay your labors. And that's why you will see a lot of people that are not so good in school, but they are being exposed to all these opportunities in tech. You see them, some of them earning $5,000 when they don't even spend as much as what a doctor spends in school. Now, in as much as I know that one of the reasons why you are making your child to go to school so that they can have a better future, exposure to all these things at an early age is important. And you can see that within these few days, your children, they flow along with it. They were really excited. You can see the wonderful comments, wonderful testimonies that we have in the group. There are a lot of testimonies that we have. I'll be posting in the group from some of the advanced classes we have. And you can see the wonderful testimonies parents are having for their children. Now, your children will be able to make good use of their time. Now, I've talked about the futuristic importance of allowing your children to get exposed to these things at an early stage in life. And also, I'm talking about the current um, advantage. Now, instead of your child, as they are here now, to be wasting their time on video games, they are learning something really important. They are not just using your phone like unnecessary things on social media. They are busy building intellectual capacity. Yes, they are busy building intellectual capacity. Now, being smart is one of the things that helps people to um to leverage at an early stage in life. Like for example, me now, I studied physics in school. I studied physics in school for 5 years. Even for now, I've not even collected my certificate. Sure, it's because I always thought that lecturers have job security. They have job security, and when we graduate in school, you come out with the first class, which was my goal then. You come out with the first class, and when you graduate with the first class, you do your masters, and they retain you. So it was when I got to 300 level, I begin to discover that what these people are earning. That's why most of the times when I'm in school, I see my lecturers. I'll be like, sometimes I'll be asking questions. Are these people not collecting salary? Because sometimes the way they dress, you see their cars, and all this stuff. I was asking that question. I was in my HOD's office one time, and I was hearing him talking about salary, and I was hearing a doctor collecting 300,000. Now, do you know the number of years it took a doctor to earn that amount? You go through your masters for 2 to 3 years in Nigeria, and you go through your degree for 4 to 5 years. So after your BSc, you work, you still study for the next 8 years to be able to earn that amount. So when I discovered that, I have a change of mind totally. I must tell you the truth, because I was like, no, this thing doesn't worth it. And I'm a kind of person that I want I want to have a very fast life. Fast life in the sense that I love to achieve things. Now most of the times would always say something that um, there's this current trend. There's this trend that go around sometimes when I was in school, that you as a child you have it in mind. You go to university by the age of 20, 15 you enter university, um, 20 you graduate, 22 you get married, and you have a very good family. And they will tell you that they play. Why? Because when you go to a federal school, you are not sure that you will use the same number of years um, because of strike. If I'm right, because of strike, you are not sure. From 5 years you go to 7 8 years. After 8 years you start looking for job, and everything is really hard. So please get to today is not for teaching. Today is for exposure. We can't just continue to teach you without being exposed to the possibilities you have in this thing. That's where we missed it. That's where we make a lot of mistakes. We need to understand the importance of this before we just continue to train. So, and I need to make your children understand the reason why they need to take this serious. And as a parent, why you need to take this serious at this time. Thank you. So I think I've addressed that. So after we graduated from university, I always also have that in mind, that I want to get things at a very fast age, at a very fast time in my life. So then when I saw that the route I'm actually going would not really help, I changed my mind. I wanted to become a lecturer. I changed my mind. I said, okay, no, this thing does not really work that way. I can't wait this long, because um, I have a vision. I have an ambition. I have things I want to achieve in life. I want these things to come at a very fast time in life. So I changed my mind. Then I met some of my friends that are into tech at the early stage. These guys are in 300 level, and they are not depending on their parents. Now they are actually excelling their academics, and at the same time they are exposed to other things that I don't know about. And I was like, guy, what's this? How are you doing this? I also need to learn. I also need to learn these things. I also want to, like I said, exposure. Like I said, exposure. I also want to. So if it is boring, you can. Sorry, if it is boring, you can actually opt out. If you find it boring, you can opt out. We don't really need a lot of people. Thank you. If it is boring, you can opt out. We don't really need all these serious issues we are trashing out here. So if it is boring, you can opt out. Thank you. Um. So as I was saying, um, I met them, and they told me these are the skills they have. I was like, where was I all this time? Where was I? How have I not been able to get exposed to this thing? So I was At the same time, angry with myself because I have not discovered them early. But at the same time, I was happy because I found an opportunity. So you see, at a very young stage, they are not into fraud, and they are doing well. That's why sometimes when we see young people doing well at this stage in the country where things are, we think all of them are into fraud. No, that's a very wrong perspective, and our child must not also have that same perspective. It is not all of them that are into fraud. I have friends that earn in dollars and are really living well, living big. Share a little bit of my own story. Because I was exposed to these things at an early stage when I was in school, then what did I do? I met with them. Okay, teach me these things. What do I need to know? What are the things I need to learn? And they exposed me to it. And in less than 6 months or a year of serious practicing, exposure, networking, things changed for me. So me that at that stage I was depending on my parents for survival. In my 500 level days, my final year, I told my parents I am not collecting money from home again. They thought it was a joke. At the early stage, some of my even parents, because okay, I was a pastor, so I know the only reason they could not think that I was doing Yahoo because they believed that okay, I was a pastor, so because I was a fellowship president at that time, so they believe that I can't do Yahoo. So that's the only reason why they believe, because on on the normal stage, they will believe that they'll think maybe I'm already doing other things or I'm already following bad friend, bad company. So So at the early stage, I began to work for different companies. I hold my own personal business. In 500 level, I have my own personal company, and I was doing fine. I was doing well. Now, funny enough, I ought to spend 5 years in school. I ended up spending 7 years. I ended up spending 7 years. And the truth is that that big dream that we always think is not possible became possible for me because I married at a very young age. Immediately after I graduated from school, I got married. Now, no woman will give a child to a man that is not responsible. I've been responsible at a very young age because I got exposed to these things. And even now, I'm not even using my certificate. I've not even collected it in school. The funny thing is that I've graduated for some years now, and I've not even gone for NYSC because I don't have the time, which I will still do. I'll still go very soon, which I will still do. So, what am I saying? If I had known it earlier enough, now, sorry, even when I wanted to get married, people were amazed. People didn't see me working in a bank. They didn't see me that I was working in a bank. They never saw me that I carried my bag. My parents never gave testimony in church that I got a job somewhere. And everybody was amazed. Where is this guy getting the money? How are you surviving? I work from home 247. It's not quite long that I just collecting an office so that at least every morning I'll be leaving my house, go to the office, come back in the evening. I'm married with a beautiful wife. And I work from home every time. Even when there is recession, I don't know anything called recession. Why? Because I had access to this thing at a very, very early stage. And I have a lot of friends, young guys. Sometimes you think they are doing Yahoo. No, they are not doing Yahoo. It's because they are exposed to these things. And that's why, as parents, you need to take this very important. Expose your child to these things at an early stage. There was a trending news a few months ago, no, sorry, close to a year now, about a 16-year-old child that was a 16-year-old guy that was employed in Australia. The guy has not even entered 100 level. And Australia gave him a job. An Australian company gave him a job as their lead developer. 16-year-old. And how did this guy start? Number one, what did I say? Exposure. Number two, he started by using his parents' phone. He started writing codes with his parents' phone. And he started this at an early stage. And within 3 years of consistent learning, a guy that just graduated from SS3 got a job in Australia. So I know the parents will be happy. They'll be very, very happy with. They'll be very, very happy with that. So, and that's why as Ogamas Technology, we also want to help young children. We know how it is hard. Things are really hard in the country. We don't want your children to go through the same process. And that's why we are creating this awareness. We went to those 23 schools, not collecting any money, totally free. But once we reach out to people online, we know that we can continually go. It's really, really it consumes a lot of money, and we don't really take that long. We just expose them to all these things for 1 week, but we are looking, how do we help more children? How do we help more parents? If you actually enjoy what I'm saying, can you just comment in the comment section? Can you just type I enjoy what you are saying? So I want to know if you are following me. I want to know if I'm not actually wasting my time. I want to know if I have the right people that are listening to what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. I think I love this. I think I love this. So we want to really expose your children to all these things at an early stage. Are you with me? Now, some of the future of work we are having now, things are moving from menial jobs to coding, to robotics, to marketing, to designs, to all these things. Although your children might not be able to do this advanced class, they might not be able to, how do I put it, do it the way the adults are doing it. But I'm telling you, if they start now, in the next 5 or 10 years, you'll be amazed by what they are doing. Some of them might be between 5 and 10. Now, by the age of 15, when they are getting to 15, they're already doing amazing things. They're already doing amazing things. Now, you can see that's what these rich people expose their child to at an early stage in life. Now, some of the jobs we are having now is we have jobs majorly. Now, we can say there is no job. We are only saying there is no job in Nigeria because we are still underdeveloped. Yes, we are still underdeveloped. I had a testimony of a lady a few weeks ago. Somebody posted on my status. She's into data analytics and she just finished school, nothing to do. So she took up a career in tech. And when she got a job from an American company, you know what she said? She said the amount she earns a month is more than her mom's 35 years teaching salary combined. Yes, the amount she earns a month. Still there's no job. There's no job because you are not exposed to what? Opportunities. You are not educated on these things. There are jobs out there. I turn down job offers every day. Sorry. Recently, I turned down everybody I'm currently working with because I want to focus on my own company. I work with over 4 companies. Every one of them wanting me to help to help them in tech. Every one of them wanting to, but I don't have a choice because I need to focus on my own life. You know, imagine in an economy where everybody is shouting there's no job. I turned down 4 job offers. 4. Yes. And I'll be working with them. I just decided to turn it off because I need to focus on this. I need to focus on Ogama. I need to focus on other things. So I don't want things that would be too engaging. And let me tell you the truth, I'm not up to 30. Yeah, I'm not up to 30 years of age. So if you expose your child to all these things early enough, they'll also have the same story as I have, or even better ones I have, because we want to expose them to these opportunities. And you will see, apart from that, let me now talk about the immediate importance of this thing. Number one is your intellectual capacity will be built. You will see your children asking constructive questions. Even you as a parent that you are not so much used to all these things, you want to also be exposed to these things so that you can communicate with them. Number two, now let me tell you the truth. Not all child is a dullard. Some of us, our children might not be performing well in class, and we think that maybe they are not serious, or maybe it's like a village people or things like that. Now, if Messi, a lot of us know Messi. If Messi were to be an academician, or somebody that goes to school, or somebody that chooses to study, he might not excel. So this also is an opportunity to expose your child to the possibilities they have in them. I'm telling you, okay, I have a younger brother that I discovered that when he was young, what he does is you will see him taking different carton, creating cars with it, creating creating different things with it. And now he's studying agricultural engineering in school, but he's not even using the certificate. Why? Because he discovered his passion at an early stage, and we help him to push it. Even my parents help him to push it. He's not doing those things. So the truth is, this helps you to expose. Now, imagine if we have judged him by the fact that, although he's doing academically well, that's just the truth. He's doing academically well. But some of the child, if you are judging your child now that, okay, he's not performing well in mathematics, he's not performing well in this, he's not performing well in that, he's not. It's because he has not seen something. The Bible makes us to understand that. Sorry, I need to quote that. The gift of the man maketh a way for him. It's because we have not took note of the giftings of that child. And the truth is, this is an opportunity for you to discover what your child is interested in doing and direct him to that path. That's just the truth. I have guys that are not into that don't know mathematics, but they are very good in tech. So don't think that all these tech skills is for only smart kids that are good in mathematics or that are good in this thing, that are good in I have people that study agric in school. Yes, you know, before somebody can study agric in school, you should know that he has no option than, he's not so that smart, because if he's smart, he would have had the opportunity to study better courses. But the guy is a tech guru. He graduated a year after I graduated. He has not even gone for NYSC. He's a tech guru. So don't think that my child does not know mathematics. So no, your child have possibilities embedded in them. So don't look down on them. Give them an opportunity. So how do we want to go about this? Now, the reason why we held the free class is so that you can see the possibilities. So we studied an advanced class in the next week, and it is not for everybody. Why? Because the truth is that free things are not valued by people. We have had a lot of schools that we've gone to for like a week. We train them. We tell them, okay, explain this in your parent-teachers meeting. Explain to your children the possibilities of this, and would only charge them a token. But most of them disagree. Why? Because people in this part of the world, we don't value things that are important. That's why you see people fall victim of scammers, because they want things that bring quick return. Value process. We don't value progress. Yes, we don't value all these things. As I am today, talking about the things I do, talking about how I'm able to work from home, I spend millions, over a million to say. I spent over $1 million on training. Yes, I spent over $1 million on training. Apart from what my parents taught me in school, personally, I spent over $1 million, and I'm still spending. Last year, December, I spent over 300,000 on training. This year, I'm spending, and I'll still continue to spend. Why? Because the more valuable I am, the more money I make. Make your child valuable at an early stage. It's not only school. We have first-class graduates there. I have friends that are first-class graduates. They are still roaming about around the school looking for job opportunities, waiting for them to be retained. That's the truth. So the thing is that the advanced class is not for everybody, because we want people to do it. Yes, we want people to value it. Sorry, give me some seconds. Yeah, we want people to value this. We want people to value it. So that's why we are not giving it for everyone. So we only give it for few people. And this training will be spanning for months, because your children are going to school, and we will not want anything that will disrupt their academic activities, because education is important. I got exposed to some of these things too, because I am educated. An uneducated fellow cannot do some of these things. So education is important. In as much as we value education as parents, we should also value exposure and growth too. So now it will be spanning for some couple of months, between 3 to 6 months. Yes, because we can't teach them everything at once. It will be spanning for some couple of months, between 3 to 6 months. We are going to be taking them advanced Python. I think we took it a little Python, and they'll be able to create some amazing things with the Python. They'll be able to create great calculator, security passcode project, email address validator, currency validator. Now, the importance of all these things is that when your child grows up and they are getting to that age of 15 and they want to take in the real advanced class on maybe web development, app development, exposure to all these things will help them to scale very fast. It will help them to grow very, very fast. Because before that time, a lot of them might have even been doing all these things. We also have advanced class for that too, for children between the age of 13 and 17. That's for this class. Actually, that's not for this. So we'll also be teaching them on Scratch programming. Scratch programming is programming for kids. Now your children will be able to create games, puzzle games, snake games, ping pong games. We'll be sending videos, exemplary videos of these things on the group, so that you can see the amazing things your child will be able to create. Now, it's 15,000. Don't be scared. Don't be scared yet. Scroll down. Now, after that, will be mentorship. For all this, throughout all this time, your children will have personal access to the tutors. Mentorship, we will give them study manual. We have our own study manual that we have tested, that will allow your child to learn very fast, that will allow your child to grow very fast. And at the end of the training, we'll give them certification. Yes, certification that shows that they have really they have partook in the training. Now, all this wonderful thing costs 60,000 naira. If we were to value it 60,000 naira per month, yeah. But we are not even charging that, because we want to help. Like I said, we want to help parents. We are not charging that. We are not even charging that. We are not even charging 30,000. We are not even charging. We are not charging 30,000. We are not charging 35,000. Your children is only paying a commitment fee. Your child is only paying a commitment fee of 5,000 naira per month. If you have more than one child, there is discount, which we are going to discuss that. You can discuss that with us in private DMs. Now, I believe that if you are spending hundreds of thousands on your child academics that they might not use in the future, that they might, I didn't say they will not, that they might not use in the future, I believe this should not be a problem. It's just a commitment fee, because if you are to charge the real value, this is the amount you'll be paying. We have people that are paying more than that. But we are not actually charging you that. We want to help children, help young kids. You can see how they have gotten along with these things, and it will not make sense for them not to continue. Yeah, it will not make sense for them not to continue. So if you are following, kindly write in the comment section that I'm following. Waiting for our comment. Okay, good. I'm waiting for more persons. So, okay. So I think 5,000 naira is not too much for you to commit your child to in a month, to learn things that would help them become a better person. Now we are only giving this to opportunity. We are only giving opportunity to 10 parents. We don't want much people. We don't want much people. We are only giving this to 10 people. We don't want much persons. We don't want to bore our group. And the class will be starting next week. Every weekend, twice in a week. Every weekend, twice in a week. So the 5,000 will last for a month, twice in a week, every weekend. So we are we're only giving this opportunity to 10 people that are interested. Now, like I said, some people are saying boring on the group. Now, I said it's not for everybody. It's only for those that value opportunities, those that want to live beyond the status quo. You can't expect valuable things to be given for free. No, you can't expect that. Valuable things are not given for free. And this amount is just like we are even giving out for free, because we have schools that are charging as much as 50,000 per term, 100,000 per term. We have online tutors that are charging as much as 30,000 per month. And the funny thing is, they will only give your child the video to go and watch. That's just the truth. But we are not doing that. So we are giving 10 parents the opportunities to help their child become a better version of themselves, to prepare their child for the future of work, and to help their child to build intellectual capacity. Yes. I'll be dropping some wonderful reviews from some of our previous advanced class so that you can see how parents are excited. Most parents never knew that uh, their child could do these wonderful things. Parents are really excited, and we also want you to give that testimonials too. So that's why we are offering this opportunity. So in the next few minutes, I'll be taking questions before we end the class. All other things you need to know will be dropped on the group. So if you have any question, kindly type it out in the comment section.
Okay. Okay. I think the one question I see here is, please, how can we participate in this offer? Yeah. The information will be dropped in the group. The account details and every other information you need to be dropped on the group. How can we apply? The same thing. The informations we pass on the group. Okay. We are based at Ibadan. Okay. Located at Ibadan. I think Mr. Kenneth, I've answered your question. Can we use phone to learn? Yes, yes, please. You can use phone to learn. If you notice during the training, throughout the training for the first 2 days, I used my mobile device. I'm currently using my laptop now. So you can use your mobile device. Is it 5,000 naira or 15,000 naira per month? No, you're not paying 50,000 naira. We are running a discount because we understand what's happening in the country. You understand? We understand what's happening in the country, so we're not going to do that much. Can you explain again? Please, Oladipo, explain what exactly. Okay, about the class. The days the class we hold on Mondays, sorry, Fridays and Saturdays. That's when the class we hold. Fridays and Saturdays, okay? So someone else is asking, the 5K, is it for every month? Well, starting with this month. Starting with this month, please. So let's 5,000 is for this month. So it's most likely going to be for every month, but depending on you, it's just for this month for now. We're starting with this month, but the training continues every month. Okay, the training continues every month. When will the class hold? The class will start. This is Saturday. Starting next weekend. Next week Friday is when this class will start. And registration is still remains 5,000 naira until Wednesday. So love our parents to do well to do that. Okay, so any other question, please? I think I've answered the last question that just dropped. Please, if I answer your question, can you give us thumbs up? Okay. Which time? Is it going to be the same time, 8 to 9? From what age? The class is for age 5 to 12, but if your child is new in tech, he doesn't know much about technology, he can also participate. I was speaking with someone today about that, and he said someone in SS3 doesn't even know how to use some basic platforms. So if your child is new to tech as well, you can also register your child for that. It doesn't matter, even if your child is more than 12 years old, I mean, you can register your child for it. Do us register that so we can continue. Okay, I've answered your question. How long will it take? The whole of September, all Fridays and Saturdays of September. If you want us to do private training, you'll be on my DM. We'll send it to you. But we offer private tutorials as well, as you can see on our screen. We also do that of a mobile development now. It's not added there yet. So, from which age is the lesson? It's for once again, it's for age 5 to 12. But if your child is new to technology, new to all these computer stuffs, he or she can also participate. Okay. Any other question? Yes, I said I will contact me on my DM. I will talk about that. I'm not going to talk about this here because it's not everybody that will want to participate in this. This is for the general advanced class, not for the privates. Mr. Victor, please. Let's see on our DM. Time daily. The time will be communicated to those people that have registered, but it will be 8 to 9. But those people that have registered to communicate to them. All right, thank you, Mr. Victor. So more questions, please. We have less than 5 minutes to the end of this call. Okay, so while we're waiting for that person to ask our questions, please, how many months will a boy of 15 in? Okay, I'm not 15 years and I'm still learning. So we learn every day, right? Even in school, you have SS1, SS3, even to university and more years. So we still learn every day. So it's not going to take, but this training, just this particular one is for starting with 1 month, starting with 1 month. It's I mentioned in the training that we have different programming languages. You can learn new programming languages and different and all that. So you can 15-year-old can learn depending on what he knows in technology, right? Mr. Victor, depending on what he knows, he learn some new things. But it depends. Let's just discuss that privately as well. Please, what kind of learning will you be learning? In this advanced class for this month, we'll be learning Python. We're going intensively in Python. This class is going to span for months, but we're starting with this month. Then if you see that your child is learning and is performing very well, which I'm very sure he or she will, that's Mr. Gabriel Patience or Mrs. Patience now. I'm answering your question. Then you can continue with it, but if he doesn't, then you can as well opt out. He doesn't know anything about it. Beautiful. Then he can start with what we have to offer. We're starting with Python and Scratch programming. Those are the two simplest programming language, block-based programming. Okay, I don't know what you mean by Sonic, Mr. Jubo. Okay, so if that will be all, okay, so I will send the details on the group right away. Can you give me thumbs up so I will end the class now? Okay, thank you. All right. Yes, we are going to send the video. You recorded this recording video. We're going to send it. Do I need to download an app on my phone to learn? No, you don't need to download an app. If you want to, but you don't need to. If I answer your question correctly, you don't need to. Yeah, I will send this video. This meeting, that's the video I'm talking about. I'm going to send this recording. Okay. Okay, that'll be all. Thank you very much. Any other question? Please ask a question on the group. Do you have a? Yeah. Okay. All right. You have a wonderful night rest.